Hi, today I'm going to show you how to create a Zap that uploads file into an FTP server. So the first thing we have to do is on EasyFTP is to sign up and make your first connection. You'll just put in all your FTP details and then you can click test connection. You should see a success if you have all your info correct. If you have anything wrong or if the server has any specifics, you may see an error here with some helpful messaging to solve it. If you need any help, you can always reach out to EasyFTP chat or via email. But considering that this one works, we're just going to make a really quick Zap. So this Zap is whenever a new file is added to a Dropbox folder, we want to upload it to our FTP server. We could make our first step receiving an email. It could be Google Drive. It could be something's uploaded into Salesforce. It could be anywhere where a file is triggering something. So the first step is like a file happens. So in this case, whenever a new file is added to this folder, it's going to send this Zap the info about that file. And you'll see here it comes with a link to a file. Zapier is nice and that'll host it for downloading. Other ones will look very similar. They might call like file something different, might be file URL. And so once you test that trigger, you're going to make an action step with EasyFTP. You'll choose your EasyFTP account. You'll set up your action for uploading a file. You'll choose that connection you set up. If you need to make another connection, you can go here and then at the bottom click Refresh Fields and select that. In the file field, you're going to choose the file. Just any option where it's either the public URL, like a temporary public URL to the file, or the file that Zapier is hosting for us through the process of the Zap. Most of the time it's called file, like on Google Drive or something, or if you're receiving an email. The folder path is where you want to upload the folder to on the FTP server. So you'll type in the actual path here. Make sure that path already exists. So make sure there's a folder called EasyFTP and a folder called Zapier on the FTP server. If you need to dynamically create folders, let us know. You can just reach out to support and we can help you with that. Overwrite is if you want to overwrite an existing file. So it defaults to yes, meaning let's say every day you get a new file with some report, it'll just overwrite the file from yesterday. You can choose no here. If you don't want to do that, it will fail if you choose no because you don't want to overwrite it. There's a way around that by using a custom file name as well. But the custom file name here is great for if the file doesn't include the file name at the end. So in this case, Dropbox gives a long URL without the real file name at the end. So they give this other field called file name here that we've chosen for this field. And it does not have a file extension. So in this case, we need to use the custom file extension here, which it looks like Dropbox provides the file extension. So this is explicitly setting the file name to right way clean and the file extension to CSV. You can always write something like if it's a leads, and then you can do month, day, year. We have some dynamic syntax we say is allowed to be used in our documentation, so to help you make custom file names. So if you make custom file names per day, you could say like no here, and then like if this file's already made that day, it won't overwrite it. If you just want one every time this runs, you can use unique ID as well. But in this case, we're just going to use the file name from Dropbox, and we're going to just let it override just in case someone's uploading a new file every day for this report or something. Then we'll click continue, and you can test the action, and you'll see you'll either get a 200 that the file transfer is queued, and then EasyFTP will just quickly upload it to FTP. You should see that file there very shortly. If you see an error, there's a button here to show the details and follow any helpful message on the error. If you need any help troubleshooting, I would check to make sure that the FTP credentials that you put in EasyFTP are allowed to create files since we're uploading a file on the server. You can also just reach out to EasyFTP support via email or chat, and we're happy to help. So that's it. It's really quick. Let us know how it goes. Thanks.